Welcome Capricorn, welcome to your bi-weekly astrology. So lovely to see you. So good to see my Capricorns. I hope you are having a better time of it. Now, that's not to say that I thought you weren't having a good time of it, but somebody felt a bit like they were ready for things to start up again, ready for the energy to fire forward again. Has it felt a little bit stagnant, a little bit like stuck, a little bit like things haven't really been moving? Could do with a little bit of luck, maybe. A little bit of happiness, all the things that make us smile and make us feel wonderful. Well, I have lit my magic pixie candle for you, Capricorn, and I hope that gives you a little bit of light and a bit of love. And yes, I do need to find, what did I do with, sorry guys, I'm just trying to find, there it is. I'm just trying to find this so I could light a little bit of my sage. I thought it might be quite nice to sage this area so that we can get some nice clear messages for you. I love this sage, it's so cool. I was showing the group before, I've been using all my new presents. My one friend came to stay and bought me all these lovely things. So she bought me this amazing sage stick. Beautiful, smells divine. And it's so cool. It's all about smoking and cleansing. It's a smoke bundle and it's from a company called Heartfelt Herbs. Yes, and also more phallic things. This is my selenite wand. So I've been using this wand in spell casting and some of my healing work, and it's just fab and I absolutely love it. And yeah, because I make spell kits, so you could go check out my shop. I do spell kits for children and I do adult spell kits, and I've even started doing like bespoke spells for, you know, individually for different people. So I don't know, maybe you are going for a new job or going for your driving test or wanting to attract new love and you'd like a special spell for you, then I can cast and write those for you. And they come in like really lovely little packages that have a talisman and the different kits. Some have candles and incense sticks and this kind of thing. Okay, let's get on with your reading, Capricorn. So if you are liking the content, please like, share and subscribe. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you are, and I really appreciate that you follow me and listen to my videos, because it really does help the channel, and it means that the content can literally go out and be seen by way more people the more that you share and this sort of thing. And I'd love to hear your comments as well. I'd love to hear what you have to say about the readings, because I just love a bit of feedback, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what can we tell our Capricorns angels today? What information can we give to them? My dear Capricorns, Archangel Michael, okay. Archangel Michael, thank you. What can you tell us for my beautiful earth sign, Capricorn? This is looking really nice, Capricorn. Whoa. It's like the cards are just leaping out for you. They kind of want you to get the messages. Nice. Okay. Some slight reversals as well. This is is not a bad thing though, my dearest. This is not a bad thing. Okay. Okay. So, before I pull you a unicorn card, the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. Is there something that you feel like you're doing over and over and over and over? Is it getting a bit boring? Is it irritating you? Is it testing you? Or actually are you thinking, well, you know what? Yeah, there's been some stuff. There's been a few conflicts here and there. Or some maybe little niggly things, but I'm actually pretty able to defend myself quite well. And this is fire energy. So this is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. So, but for me, as an intuitive reader, this feels like you have maybe been a little bit fiery yourself, Capricorn. And that could be not necessarily from a confrontational perspective, that could be that you've been working hard at something and practicing something, trying to get better at something, trying to work something out. And yeah, you know, at most, maybe it's a little frustrating at times, but sevens are about you going towards some sort of completion or victory that you really would like to achieve. And as you know, Capricorns, you are pretty good at achieving stuff, good at making things happen. You don't really necessarily believe that yourself, but you actually are. There are sometimes, the thing with my little Capricorns, I find that because you're ruled by Saturn, it feels like sometimes for you there's a lot of karmic lessons. It feels like sometimes you feel like there's blockages or there's things that you need to overcome and be accountable for. You know, something you need to, like, you always need to find the answers and try and find the solutions. You kind of always want to put things straight. It doesn't sit well with you as a Capricorn that you don't really know the outcomes. It's like you need to know. And I think, you know, ultimately, this is because you're led by this 10th house energy. And this 10th house energy is about structure. You know, it's about, dare I say it, your reputation at times. What things look like on the outside can be something that Capricorns can really care about. You know, sometimes that might feel like a little bit more of our shadow side. Like we don't really want people to know that sometimes about who we are. But my rising is in Capricorn, so I have some Capricorn in my chart. And I can definitely identify with that, you know, this persona, this external, internal. And, you know, you can have all these different readers and people talk to you about mindfulness and being assertive and that. And I do it myself because, you know, I think it's important that we do try and be better or do try and up our game. But, you know, I would never suggest that we don't all have these shadow sides about us. We do. We have these points where we kind of hide parts of ourselves from people or from this public arena, especially with social media. You know, social media kind of wants us to deliver on some sort of platform, especially if you're doing it like I do, for you have a channel or you have a business. There's this need to be separate from your personal and then your professional. And it feels like this might be a theme for you, Capricorn. This might be important in your reading today. So the unicorn cards are saying you need to drink more water and eat more food with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables. And ultimately, this is about hydration and giving yourself what you need. So whether that's physically in the form of H2O, possibly, you might need to drink more water. I know I definitely need to. But this could also be giving yourself and your family what you feel they need right now. What you feel they need. Okay. This can also pertain to you giving yourself what you need. Sometimes we give a lot to our families, do we not? Constantly, we're always giving to our families. And there comes a time when we need to give to ourselves. Another thing I'm noticing scanning your cards, I feel like there's a real sense of this feminine energy around you, Capricorn. So that's like your divine feminine. So if you're a male watching this, this means that other side to you, that yin yang within you, your feminine side, your feminine area, is really calling for you to get in touch with that. Perhaps you've been imbalanced with that at some point. And yeah, this reading is saying the next few weeks is really calling for you to go within your femininity. Show your femininity. Why not? It's beautiful. Let out your inner goddess, all of you. We should all do that more, right? So the kind of theme of everything is this Nine of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign. So this is you. This is probably your energy, but this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the board. And this is this very sense of independence, which really does go rather well with this card. This one's slightly more defending what they have, and this one's kind of having everything, or having quite a lot, and being grateful for how much you've got. And this is, if you don't feel like that, if you're feeling that you don't have everything you need, then Spirit want me to just tell you that that's not your reality. That's not the truth. Okay, but for those of you that are massively grateful, and actually it's the complete opposite, you are aware of how much you have. You know, you're very nourished within the earthly world in terms of putting food on the table, a roof over your head, the life you live, the pennies in the bank that enable you to live the life you enjoy, or you can go and do fun things, and you can go out and you can experience more. They're saying that you have like a flourish of this within your life, and you are thriving. So much so that you're crossed by this Sun card of Leo. And crossing this Nine of Pentacles just tells me that the sun is truly shining on you, Capricorn. You have quite a lot going for you. Things are looking pretty rosy. But there's maybe this imbalance. Maybe what's real and what you think is going on just might not be lining up right at this moment for some of you. Okay. The overarching energy, again, more beautiful, passionate energy. This Queen of Wands with a little Scylla. A little cat like my Scylla next to her. She's got fabulous shoes on as well, I just want to add. So maybe for some of you out there, going to your feminine side is that you need to go out and buy yourself a fabulous new pair of shoes, or something fabulous in your wardrobe, because this Queen of Wands, you know, she's pretty sassy. She's looking good. She's feeling good. Maybe even a little tiny bit frisky. But her intuition is bang on. So the overarching energy at the moment is stuff that's going on with you, Capricorn. You're pretty intuitive. You're in your power. Okay. The root of the reading and of what's going on with you is this Wheel of Fortune. Amazing. Another brilliant major arcana. This is something coming in for you. Maybe this is why we were talking about all these pentacles and this idea of thriving. Feels like something is turning. Things are going in a better direction within some area of your life. And you're feeling more positive about it. Perhaps this is because, you know, you had been worrying about stuff, because you're near past, you've got this Knight of Cups in reverse. And sometimes this Knight of Cups can mean messages coming in. And this could be a water sign. So this could be somebody, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you feel like maybe you haven't connected with, haven't been emotionally connecting with as much as you could have been. Sometimes this can just be, if this is a marriage or a family member, we go through these ups and downs with each other, don't we? Maybe that's what this defensive mode was about. We go through these ups and downs, and sometimes they're not like arguments necessarily, but they maybe leave us feeling like the emotion's missing. There's some emotional disconnection. Or perhaps we've overthought something so much, or worried about something so much in regards to somebody we love, that we've managed to kind of empty our own cup. And nights normally moving quite fast, or they kind of, not all the nights, but this card actually is my moderate night card. My swords and my wands normally come in very fast. My earth sign nights are slow and consistent and steady, but this water night usually comes in to offer something very loving. And that, in the upright could mean that you're in a position of feeling loved, feeling like you can easily give love, and in reverse it's like not so much. And that just might mean with this 9 of Pentacles, which is your energy of the read, is this can sometimes be this sense of self, independence, Lone Ranger. But not Lone Ranger in a negative, in a very positive, forceful, sassy kind of a way. It's like, yeah, I'm just kind of doing my own thing right now. Yeah, I'm not as available to everybody at the click of a finger as I usually am. Maybe I'm just kind of doing my own thing for a while. Maybe that was you. And maybe this Wheel of Fortune, this root of everything, was that this was a long time coming. Maybe you needed just to take back a little bit of your own time. It's like you needed to go out and enjoy yourself. Do something for you. This Sun card, this is like somebody having fun. Throwing their arms up in the air, waving their flag, riding Pegasus. I will look up to the sunshine and I will have fun and enjoy myself, maybe in this very independent way. And there's something around this about feminine company, feminine emotional sides, and needing that. That's what you needed. You needed that to be restored. And in the past, this Knight of Cups, this could be friendships, this could be company, a certain type of company. On this particular deck, it's like a cool girl. Maybe you need to spend some time with those people in your life that you have friendships with or you have fun with, and you just felt that you hadn't been doing that. Maybe you had a fabulous new outfit and your Queen of Wands and you went out and had fun. If that's not the case, that's what you need to do. You need to go out and enjoy yourself and be fabulous, quite frankly. Okay, the near future, so where we're going towards, is this Four of Swords in reverse. This is more air energy, more Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy. So, in this reverse position, it's like, in the upright, I normally see it as like taking time to rest, taking time out and chilling, getting plenty of sleep, resting yourself, ready to build something better, like more sturdy. Be more in control. Be more in your root chakra energy. But in reverse, do you feel like you need more sleep, Capricorn? Are you feeling energized? It did ask you to have more water. I think it's calling for you to do some calming, grounding work. Have you been doing much meditation? Have you been doing any crystal work for somebody out there that is talking to? And it's just saying maybe that this feminine thing, it was also about you doing things that are just like energizing. Sometimes that's being with friends, having fun. Sometimes that's doing a meditation, or sometimes it's going and having a massage, or just, you know, making these commitments and boundaries with ourselves that says, I will drink enough water, I will get enough sleep, I am going to look after myself. And that can be in relationships as well. If somebody's hurting us, or, you know, some exchange within a specific dynamic is harsh, or making us feel drained, sometimes we need to just make those healthy decisions for ourselves, to take ourselves away from it for a while, and yeah, make contact with our inner self again, so we can feel more balanced. And it kind of makes sense, because in the position of self, you have this Queen of Cups in reverse. This is, even though you're earth energy, I feel like this is you. This could be another water sign around you, because this is, for me, is about you. This is your energy. It feels like you're maybe not in this heart space. Maybe you're not in your loving, unconditional state of affairs that you maybe just normally sit in without realizing that you even do. And I think perhaps it's water energy again, and obviously this card was about water. So like I said, if this is not the literal meaning of drinking water like this card says, this is this need for love, this need for a loving connection. And that can be love from children, siblings, you know, friends, the love from your colleagues, you know, having a nice relationship with the people you work with, feeling the love, feeling appreciated. And perhaps you have not been feeling completely within that energy. You've not been in your power within that. Okay, in your position of your home and environment, you have the Chariot, card of Cancer. And this again is talking about balance. We talked about maybe needing to do some grounding work so that you can move forward with more balance. It feels like your home environment the next couple of weeks is going to feel a bit more steady, a bit more harmonious maybe, and again, feminine, independent energy, you on your motorcycle, not even holding on with both hands, because you in your home environment, or within your, you know, the environment that is what you project your safety, your root chakra again, perhaps you feel like you have the magic at your fingertips. You know what you need to create in order to get this balance, to move forward, to be stronger. Maybe you're feeling a bit more courageous in some area. This root chakra does sort of look to our fight or flight position also. Are you feeling that you need a bit more courage in this area? Maybe, quite possibly. If so, it's coming for you. Your hopes and fears, 9 of Swords. Sometimes I think there is potential for you to overthink matters, Capricorn. But you're coming into a current energy, which is good. This is quite positive, I think, where you're just not, something isn't as big a worry as it was for you. Something's come about that's made you feel, I don't need to worry so much about that now, you know? that's been playing on my mind, and I don't need to stress as much about it. Have you been stressed? What have you been stressed about then, Capricorn? What was giving you perhaps a few sleepless nights? Whatever it was, it feels like that's going to be turning. It feels like the energy's shifting. It feels like you're kind of letting more things go. Just let them go. Let the universe take over. Let the universe decide what needs to happen with this. I don't need to sweat it as much as I have been. So in your position, your outcome, we have this 10 of Pentacles, so more earth energy, more your energy, but it's in reverse. Have you felt there's something within your family setup that hasn't been flowing as much as you would like it? That can be spending time with certain people, feeling that you're part of their life, being involved in their day-to-day. You know, this card as well, 10 of Pentacles, it kind of speaks about the different generations within a family. It talks about home life, it talks about pets, mum, dad, nan, granddad, you know, the whole shebang. And in reverse, perhaps because to you that's a really important part of your life. Now, look, it's an important part of all of our lives, but especially with you, Capricorn. But your family life, it's like this sacred space, and sometimes you try to control it a bit too much by keeping it all like this, you know. I love these people so much. You know, these themes within my family are the biggest things in my life. You know, they're the things that make me tick, and I've been feeling a little bit out of control with that. So it's like you've not been maybe the center of it all as much as you maybe were in the past, and it's evolving, it's changing, it's growing. Tens of these cycles where this change is occurring, things are, this cycle coming to an end, you know, someone's independence meaning less control for you, not less loyalty, but less obedience, or you know, this might feel that you think there's some area around you that is not so much within the forum of your control anymore, that you, and it's not that you need it to be in your control, that sounds a negative, and I don't mean it in a negative. I just mean that there are things in our lives that are so important to us that we try to control, you know, the day-to-day or how we feel about them because they're so important to us. So we want to keep them safe. And sometimes our ability to keep something safe is that we sometimes want to stifle it, or we want to be around it and be part of it and be inclusive. And it feels like there's some cycle is ending up that's like maybe you feel like you've got to let go a little bit more, and the cards are just saying to you that that's completely natural, and letting go doesn't mean a negative. What it actually means is you're allowing something to evolve and grow and be beautiful in order for it to flourish and thrive, and then be something that ultimately, you know, you can be proud of and feel happy that, you know, that element is surrounded by their own happiness, their own joys, their own life, and the creation of that life. Because, you know, these pentacles are about earthly things. So that could be somebody getting a job, somebody buying a house, somebody growing up, somebody making headway, and I just get this little bit of an energy with you, Capricorn, that it's making you feel a tiny bit out of your power. Tiny bit uncomfortable. And they're saying, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Because is part of life, and it's something that you kind of need to experience. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to pull a couple of Island Wellness cards on that outcome, because that sounded like I was giving a harsh message, and it wasn't harsh. It was actually the opposite. It was saying sometimes things grow better when we let go of them and we allow. Healthy choices. This came out in the last reading. So I pulled this on this topic I was just talking about with your Ten of Pentacles. So making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. So for me, this confirms what I was saying. There is some area in your life at the moment that you feel is making you feel a bit uncomfortable because of the change. But it's healthy to sit with that uncomfortability and accept it and love it and cherish it. And they're showing me, like, when we plant seeds, we give it water and we give it food and we watch it grow. And for somebody, that's a message. Okay, what else can you tell us? Okay, so you have the card of seduction next. Just on a completely different note, right? So somebody out there, this is a side message for you. It's time to let your flirty side out. It's time to turn up the heat. It's time to have interactions, be more seductive, let that side of your character out more, Capricorn. Show that side of yourself a bit more. Yeah, wow. So you next have the I like you card. So yeah, this is definitely somebody likes you. Romance, blooming, flirting, want to date. If you're single, somebody new's coming into your life with that Ten of Pentacles, and that letting go is letting go of old patterns, letting go of old thought systems, making healthier choices. Because you then also had the addiction card, so codependent, obsession, controlling behaviour. Now, I did talk about controlling behaviour in other instances that can be with other relationships in our lives, I suppose they're trying to get at. But this, for some of you, this will be like within your relationship, you know, within the scheme of somebody maybe you've dated, or this could be that you've been dating a lot of addictive people, a lot of people that bring out this obsessional side to you, this side to you that I did mention the fact that you are ruled by Saturn, and the planet Saturn is actually linked to things like karma and addiction or addictive behavior. And the sign of the tarot card for you, Capricorn, is the Devil. And you know, some people see that card and hear addiction and go, oh, what does that mean? Is this like something terrible? No, it's not being terrible, but it is just saying sometimes we have to have this little bit of self-awareness that there are things sometimes that come up in our life that present a blockage or a problem, or behaviours or things that we do that prevent us from moving forward in some way. And they just wanted you to know that. Are you being addictive? Are you doing addictive? It's coming out wrong. Are you displaying addictive patterns? That's what I was trying to say, Capricorn. Is there something you're doing that makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, or you think somebody's doing to you that is uncomfortable and it doesn't feel healthy, it doesn't feel right? This could be in love. This could be in another area coming up for you. Okay, can we have an oracle card for our Capricorns just to let us know that we don't need to stress too much about these karmic energies, because every sign has these karmas and these cycles that come up for us. The Lion, a card of command. One can't be heard above a roar that knows no censoring, and will not temper volume with the art of listening. This Lion, for me, I'm going to end this reading on this. So what I'm going to say is this. This Lion feels like perhaps somebody's been on the end of your roar recently, Capricorn. Or they have, or you've been the person that you feel like somebody has been commanding to do this, do that, push this way, push that way, you know, drained. Tempering somebody's reaction, tempering how one reacts to things. You know, the Lion is ultimately the king of the jungle. Now we know that. But sometimes the Lion is more powerful and graceful when it kind of walks along slowly, rather than being fiery and angry and loud and, you know, this giving out this roar. So the spirits are asking you, Capricorn, to temper your inner lion and just be more graceful, because anybody surrounding you at the moment that isn't acting in the best way will soon be cut to size, will soon be shown the karma. So if you felt there was a blockage around someone or some relationship in your life, and you felt that, you know, this defensive Seven of Wands energy was calling you to roar like a lion, either that being in pain or that being in an energy of, I have had enough. Temper it right now, because your time will come, Capricorn, and any addictive behaviours or any feeling of out of control will pass. And you'll be able to move forward, and most importantly, in this energy of this health, being healthy, being balanced. You know, there's a very different scenario between a balanced lion and a very angry, very anxious one. You know, that lion's going to act in two very different ways, and it's asking you to take the high road. Just know that you are in your power, and you are very powerful, they're saying. And just understand that power can come in many different forms, and sometimes that form can be the power of silence. Have an amazing couple of weeks, Capricorn.